Before entering the Audit Studio, we can also connect to the GST Portal. We have to enter the GST number and username. We will be prompted for the OTP, and once we sync, CORAA pulls all the portal data from the backend into the studio. We also have option to add multiple GST numbers once we go inside under the GST section. For TDS, we can also upload all the relevant 26AS forms here. Simply drag and drop them here. Once inside, CORAA helps you to do a books versus portal reconciliation. From here, we finally have two options. The first is ledger scrutiny, which analyzes each and every single ledger in the trial balance, running through every single voucher, covering all transactions in one bundle, trying to understand what has happened within that ledger. Ledger scrutiny helps us understand why there is a closing balance. Has the ledger been active normally or was dormant most of the time? How many debits and credits when the ledger has not moved as expected? It checks for anomalies like dormant ledgers that suddenly become active for just a couple of months, or unusual entries within the ledger. It also looks for year-end accruals and reversals. CORAA runs all of these checks across all our ledgers within the trail balance, covering 100% of the transactions. We will walk through this in detail when we reach the ledger scrutiny section. The second option is transaction scrutiny. Within transaction scrutiny, there are more than 164 rules. Each rule is mapped to a specific authority source. For example, cash receipts above 2 lakhs or cash payments above 2,000. We can choose which rules to run before starting the process. There is always the option to go back and run this later as well. We can check rules for cash and bank, run expense analysis, check for cash receipts above 10,000, revenue and income. Each rule is categorized as medium or high priority. We select the rules we want and run the analysis based on the quality of data we are working with. Each rule is mapped to a specific guideline or act. Once we have selected the rules, we choose to run the scrutiny. There is always an option to rerun this once we go inside. We have now completed the onboarding and are ready to go into the studio.